Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a top-down analysis on currency pairs. Gold, we are looking to look at GPU, Euro, US dollar. We are able to catch very good moves last week, and this week I'm also going to take you along. So you want to watch this video to the end. We are going to be breaking down these currency pairs. We'll be sharing with you strategies and how you can possibly forecast this trading any market, right? So we are going to start right away. We are going to look at many aspects combined. We are going to look at the smart money concept, market structure, a couple of things, top-down analysis, and how you can analyze your charts properly to be able to make the most out of the market and catch very aggressive moves like this and all of that. All right, so make sure you watch till the end. If you always like watching videos like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell. See you after the intro. Okay traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. Okay, so let's start off with US dollar Swiss franc, right? So with top-down analysis, we go to our bigger time frames. This is the daily. We are going to be looking at what to be doing this week. All right, so right now we have a good uptrending market in the daily, and as well we have to mark out our key zones. This is our key zone here, right? You can see that price has rejected here once, twice, all right, and then price already broke through this trend line, so creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So here, this is a key zone here which price already break through. So we had a break of structure, price creating highs. So basically we just mark out these daily zones to know how to target our trades. So if you drop further to the H4 time frames, what are we going to be expecting? We are looking, this is the measure time frame where we look at our trend of the market, right? So we look at the trend of the market here, and then we want to be looking. So you see that price creating higher highs, it pulls down, it creates the higher highs, it pulls down, it creates the next higher high. So this determines whether the trend of the market is still intact or it's broken, right? So basically we did this analysis last week, and we actually posted on our Telegram channel. For those who followed up or those who are in our channel, the link in is pinned comment below if you want to join to also get analysis. We expected price after creating these highs, right? So when price breaks high like this, what happened? It indicates that the uptrending market continues, because at this point in time we had this to be the higher high. So price creates higher high and a higher low, right? So it creates a higher high, creates a higher low, it creates a new high. So once price creates a new high, what do we expect? We expect price to pull back, right, and maybe get mitigated somewhere, maybe around what we call the fair value gap, to go up, or it comes back to the order block, because each time we have an order block that always catalyze this kind of movement. Whenever you see very strong bullish candles like this, leaves behind what we call order block. So what you should do in this situation is go to the daily time frame, identify your general trend, mark out your key levels where you'll be targeting, come to the smaller time frame, come to the H4, look at the trend of the market. So we are looking at the trend of this H4 to mark out our key zone, because at this point in time this is the previous low that we have. So price do not have to break below this low, right? Just like here, price did not need to break below this low. When price went up, it didn't have to break below this low. So when it created a new high, it pulled back, but it did not break through, because if it broke through this low, we would have considered that the trend was changing. But now price has created a new high, it hasn't broke through. So it's necessary to know this information even if you are trading a smaller time frame, right? So that's the essence of multiple time frame analysis. So with this, we already know the trend is still in an uptrend, but now this was a trading opportunity, right? We expected that, because when price create an imbalance like this, get rejected a couple of times, it creates liquidity below the zone, and when price comes down, it taps to the zone. Most often it moves up. That's exactly what happened. But now the week was a little bit long, right? So people place limit orders, like for instance, I got stopped out a little, right? But after that, you can still have other ways to do your analysis. That's why I was able to do this. So let me just do it afresh so that you guys can see. Now you see that after price it rejected like this and went up, this was a good buy, right? Based on the strategy on the SMC. If you have not watched my strategy on other blocks, you want to watch it. All right, so now when it rejects, what happened? I realized that we had liquidity pool that was created below these zones here. These were equal lows that were created, 1 2 3 4. So we had liquidity below here. Liquidity is just a fuel to move price. Banks will always move price below those zones to clear liquidity before price moving up. So what happened when price close now below here, tap to this other block, clear liquidity, price has to close above this zone now. But now if you use our parallel channel tool here, you are going to see that what we had equal highs that were created here, which were in the form of parallel, diagonal resist, support and resistance. Now you see now that price has closed above here. Now when price close above this zone here, what happened? There's a high probability of price moving up. So for this, we already know that after closing below and clearing liquidity, tapping to this other block, we have seen now that from here price is going to most likely move up. So this is the forecast, because price has closed above there, price can come now, retest and then move up, right? Because it now break out, it has already cleared liquidity and all of that. So even if you drop further now to the 15 minutes time frame, you can now start looking forward these other blocks here. You can wait for price, maybe get into these other blocks here to be looking for buy setups, waiting for price come, because now this zone that was initially a resistance, or it was initially support, price broke down and clear liquidity. Now it has closed again above, and this zone has now become what? It has now become and not support for the second time, right? It was resistance. That's why price was being rejected a couple of times. Now price has gone up. Now as price comes and retests, that's how it goes up. So now what you should be looking for now are only buy setups, even in the smaller time frame. So that is why we are able to forecast that from here. This is how price is going to likely move right from here. If you enter, then we are going to be targeting. So you can have your first target here at this previous high. Now you can hold the trade further. You have trades, you hold maybe right up to these zones here. Remember our daily zone, price has not reached our daily zone. We identify this zone because when price reaches this daily zone here, is going to get rejected. So that's why we usually go to a daily time frame, because many people focus on smaller time frames, and when price get to a zone, it just starts reversing. So even if you are trading in the 1 hour time frame, 15 minutes, always know your key zones in the market, right? So basically that's the importance of multiple time frame analysis. Now looking at gold, well, gold have been really wonderful. We caught lots of moves. For those people in my channel, even in our mentorship forum, they know what we have been doing with gold. All of this while we have been able to catch a lot of moves. But gold generally, right from this other block here, we had an up move. We have done many analysis in the past weeks, right? So what happened now? In the daily, it's so clear that we have a clear uptrending market, right? So we have an uptrending market. I've marked too many other blocks because we were able to catch a lot of trading opportunities. So from here now, what happened last week is this: we had a key zone. After price rejected to this zone, we had price creating what? Break of structures. Remember, for a trend to continue, price has to continue creating new highs, right? So we had price break structure, and when price broke the structure here, what happened? We were expecting that as price has created a new high, it was going to pull back to this other block. Now in a 15 minutes time frame, we identify a very good other block, right? This was the other block here. But what happened? Price came and then created equal lows, like the concept we usually explain on other blocks. When you see equal lows before an other block, it's a trick for the banks to come and close below this zone here, right? So when price comes now, it close below this zone, you stop out all of those people who entered earlier. So if you look at it now in our mentorship forum, we're able to post this analysis, and this is what this was the initial trade that I explained to these guys. I told them, right, this was where price was still going up, and I told them that they should not bother. This was just an inducement. Price was going to come down here. People who entered their stop losses, they will get stopped before price go up, right? And actually that's what happened later on, and we were able to enter the trade. We had a lot of profits from that trade, right? So right now what we are expecting is price has to make it to this high here. But now what we do is we can see price has created other equal lows here, right? Comes down and clears liquidity below here. So price from here, there's a possibility that price can still continue. So if you did not enter at the initial stage, as market open, there's a possibility that as price has cleared liquidity, price will likely move. Guys, always pay attention to this concept, because that's what moves the market. The banks will always clear liquidity so that there will be enough money for market to move, right? Okay, so basically that's that. Now let's look at Great British Pounds US dollar. For Great British Pounds US dollar, we had a downtrending market as well, right? And price has been moving, consolidating and all of that. So if you look at the daily, you are going to see it's so clear. We had price breakthrough from this range, so price is going to basically be moving down for a very long while. So price is going to be moving down for a very long while until when it's going to reach these lows below here, right? So we are going to be looking for sell, except some news events and all of that. Now if you look at it very well, you see we have what happened. This is a setup that was based on the 15 minutes. Remember, we are only looking for sell. We were expecting price to pull back to these other blocks, but price hasn't done so because the trend of the market is too strong. So in a smaller time frame, we can catch trading opportunity. You can see this is an order block that was created here, right? Remember, price move in swing, and like I said earlier, always look for what the market structure. Know when price breaks structure. When price breaks structure, right, create a new low like this. When it creates a new low, always wait for price to pull back. When price pull back, you can identify your other blocks, right? Like I said, if you have not watched the video on other blocks, make sure you do. So you see, this was the first order block that was created. This was to induce traders liquidity, and price came what tapped on this other block and dropped massively. So right now we are only waiting for a pullback again, because price has broken structure again, indicating a new low. And what happened, we have this other block that's been mitigated already. Now the H1 order block is so important and it's powerful too. So what we are expecting now is for price to pull back. So if price pull back to this other block here, right, then we can be looking for sells. But then remember, always wait for a scenario where price creates a build up and then before tapping to the other block and then shooting down, right? So basically that's it. So let's see what's Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar is actually consolidating. So for the meantime, we are going to be looking at it, right? We have an order block here that's been created. We had an unmitigated order block, and price can pull back to this order block to sell, right? So we are going to be looking. Remember, we want to be trading a market structure that is really trending. When market is just choppy and not making a good trend, you can easily get stopped out. Look for scenarios where price really moves down, break structure. You wait for pullbacks, right? You can use your trend lines, right? You can use trend lines. You can use, because sometimes those trend lines can help to determine, changes, right? Those trend lines can help to, determine where price will pull back and end, right? Price can pull back and end at the order block, just like in the US dollar Swiss franc. You can see this trend line, we are using it here, okay? And even if you check the H4 time frame, you are going to see that we had scenarios where the trend line actually played out, like here for instance. You see, so this acted like this was more like price rejected once, twice, okay, came back twice and all of that. So you can always combine these things together, but always pay attention to your market structure, the higher time frame analysis. Look at what is happening, liquidity and all of that. So basically that's it, guys. If you found the video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you join our channel. The link is in the pinned comment below. And if this is your first time coming across my channel, subscribe by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell, so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first to get a notification. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.